Okay, we're trying this again. I'm having audio issues, of course. There's always something. I woke up this morning with a lot on my mind. A incident happened in the community, and it really got my brain going. And so I woke up knowing that I would be doing this. And what this is I just did a new blog at thedawning.online, and I want to share it with you. So let's see if I can get sound on this time. And I'm just, okay. This should be all right, I hope. We'll try it. Title is I'm Done. Tragedy struck my neighborhood. A whole family gone. I didn't know them. I don't know what the parents and 3 children were going through. The father killed his wife and children and then killed himself. Cause as of this writing is unknown. What comes to mind is the depression of this whole virus situation. Did it have a factor in what happened to that family? I have a relative that survived the virus and is now battling to survive a deep depression that followed. There is a dark cloud over this country. It has been building for more than 4 years. It has been insidious, malicious, deliberately aimed at good people, honest people, righteous people. It has fooled masses into believing up is down and right is wrong. It has warped minds into believing a word is this when for centuries it's always meant that. Contradictory, convoluted, in your face, you are wrong, I am right, shut up and do as I say, not as I do. I've always hated double standards. One standard for me, one for you. Injustices have always been abrasive to me. Justice for all is not just a slogan for me. It's not just empty words. So help me understand why my friends, family, and neighborhood can't go to church and sing, but you can and have 3 former presidents speak. We don't need former presidents or cameras or news folk. We just need to go to our spiritual president and talk with him about our problems, concerns, and celebrate his goodness. So help me understand why us common folk can't go to church, games, family gatherings, excuse me, but you can protest in mass numbers with no masks, no distancing, no hand sanitizing. I need a drink. And that could be taken in many ways. So help me understand why those who have lost loved ones can't gather and mourn and escort them to their final rest, but you can have a glorious funeral, and in some cases more than one, for the same person, and it's okay. So help me understand why we can't go to work, raise our family, send our children to school, socialize with our friends, but you can continue to get paid even though you don't show up for work. Tell us to stay home, keep our kids home, make all kinds of adjustments, and be happy about it. But you can do whatever you want, whenever, and however you want. So help me understand why I shouldn't be taking something to cure me, but it was well known of and respectable and reliable until I wanted to use it. So help me understand why I test positive for something I didn't even test for. So help me understand why nursing and retirement homes are perfectly healthy and doing just fine until they are forced, yes, forced, to get tested and suddenly half go down. I believe my life will now be one long protest because that seems to be approved of. We should gather in large masses in our place of worship and protest the hardships in life, and the blessings, and sing praises to the one who can make it all right and just. We should gather in large masses to protest the passing of someone near and dear to our hearts, and encourage them to go on to God's loving, healing arms. We should gather in large masses in schools and protest our education is being abducted and leaving us out of the social, economic, and educational benefits of learning that will lead to productivity and enrichment in life. We should gather in family units into nursing homes and retirement centers and protest the decline life brings that robs us of independence, while we love, support, and enrich the end chapters of life we all go through if we are fortunate to live long lives. We should gather in large masses and protest how our voices have been taken away, discarded, and replaced with one side's opinion heavily slanted to personal gain of power and control. I'm done being the good little girl. I'm done following contradictory orders, suggestions, mandates. I'm done supporting issues that are convoluted, contradictory, biased. I'm done doing what's right for me, but it's not right for thee. I'm done participating with injustices, biases, unconstitutional interpretations, and ideologies. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just plain done. So we'll see whether or not this recorded this time. I hope it did, because it shows just how fed up I am, because I try to walk the middle line, but enough is enough. More voices have to speak out. More voices have to stand up. All of this is wrong. It's very wrong. In the beginning, I understood it. We had something was attacking us. We needed to batten down the hatches for a couple weeks, maybe 4. Confine it, let it run its course, and move on. I believe the president did the right thing by closing down the airports, by closing down the schools, everything. Okay, everybody, just take a break here. Get together. Do our thing, and it'll be all right. And why did he say this? And it didn't happen? Because he was given the wrong information. Because he was lied to. Because he was manipulated. Because people told him half-truths. Because people told him one thing when really what they were doing is this. And we fell for it. We believed it. Not because the president said it, but because all of these professionals, these doctors, these institutions, oh, they know these things. What we didn't know at the time was the manipulations going on behind the scenes. That they were, in my opinion, from what I've read and seen, this was a deliberate attack on us, and the world for that matter. This was deliberate. This virus was deliberately released. Yes, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I have good reason to believe that. Because we've been manipulated, we've been lied to, we've been harassed. I don't even know all the words. This has been done because people have an agenda. The whole time, this has been an agenda to lead us down a certain path so that by the time November gets here, they get their way. No, I'm not crazy. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with the lies, the distortions, the manipulations, the behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on because they want a certain thing to happen. So therefore, they're going to make it happen, even if it's against what the majority wants. And yes, we're a republic, but we're also a democratic republic. We have the right to dictate how our country is run, what our morals are, what our ideals are, and not a group of subversive, evil people are going to take my country away from me without me saying something about it. I've lived long enough to see how things just slowly changed, how things crept into the schools and the universities, how little things happened here and there and all over the place, while us good Christian people, us good, honest, decent people, made allowances because we don't go around dictating what you think, see, feel, and hear. We don't do that. We assume you've got a good between the ears. We assume that you're good, decent, moral people. Okay, we can make an allowance here. We can make an allowance there. We made too many damn allowances, and it's come back to bite us in the butt. But there's still enough of us. We proved it 4 years ago. There's still enough of us to say, no, that's it. Enough is enough. I don't want any more politicians up there. Why do you think we voted in a businessman? Because the politicians were not doing what they said they were going to do. They said only what they needed to say to make people think they were going to do what we wanted them to do, and they never did. For the last at least 12 years, an insidious, awful, subversive thing has been going on in our country. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's been going on for decades, and it needs to stop. This dark cloud that's hanging over this country is an indication of how it's just going to get worse and worse and worse if the silent majority does not stand up and make their voices heard. I've had enough. That's it. I'm done. I hope you're done too. And I hope in election time, it shows up that we've had enough. I'm tired of these idiots trying to take control of a good, decent, wonderful country. We have flaws, yes, but we have worked hard to get past a lot of the problems that we've had. And we will continue to do so when people stop distorting everything, when people stop lying to us and manipulating us just because they want to be in control. They want to be able to push the buttons. Well, as long as I'm praying, and I am, as long as other people are praying, and they are, they're not going to have their way. Not anytime soon. As I said, I'm fed up. I'm tired. I'm disgusted with the whole story. Enough is enough. It needs to end. So I ask you, please pray for the goodness, the beauty, the decency that is this country, at least it was. Please pray that the evil ones don't get away with what they're doing, that all of this stops, and that we can once again make America great. Until the next time we get together, please take care and God bless. Bye-bye.